Okay, my friends, let's talk about some conspiracy theories, okay? Most of conspiracy theories have come to become conspiracy truths in the last 2 years since the pandemic, okay? Everything. Think about it. Flat Earth, anything, transvestigations, Trump and all that stuff. It's become conspiracy truth. So right now, I want you to check out Transvestigations, okay? This is you see it right here, Adam's apple, right? Right here. I swallow it. It's up and down. Many of the actresses, they actually were born women. Okay, why? Because when they talk, the Adam's apple is still there, juggling up and down. Julia Roberts, um, Sandra Bullock, many more. Okay, Lucy Liu, uh, Scarlett Johansson, all the Sex and the City girls, and the daughter, the teenage daughter of the Ozarks, right? Jason Bateman and Laura Linney or something like that, and they have a daughter, and then they have a young boy, right? The daughter is very much a male. Okay, you can tell, long orangutan arms, like straight down, shoulders very square, and the arms are very narrow to the body. Okay, women have like T-Rex arm and they slanted outward. Okay, guys have very square, straight down. Okay, straight down. That's the guy. Okay, and their shoulder bigger than their hips. Okay, and the length, the head right here, you can fit 3 head on the shoulder of a guy. Okay, women they have sloping shoulders. Okay, and you cannot fit three head on the shoulder, okay? And the collarbone, usually straight out is the guy, okay? Slanted is the girl. Mine's pretty much, I don't know, I can't tell. I think it's a little slanted, but very straight out is the guy. That's some of the bone, telltale bone. Anyway, just go on Facebook and research groups, okay? Transvestigation, you'll see a lot of groups, okay? Flat Earth, they try to block it a lot. So far, Transvestigation, they haven't. But if you say too much, then it's raised the red flag, and the administrations, the admins people will strike you and say, "Hey, don't say Transvestigation." They will strike my channels, and they will disband us and discontinue us, and so don't say it. So you have to use the word transformer instead. Maybe research transformers. Oh, another thing. This video, since I'm a woke person, research blood stained men and their friends, okay? And then that guy, that's just his group, or his Facebook group, but he's also known as Brother K, just brother and the letter K, Brother K, okay? He is very woke guy, okay? If you want to help your sons, then you need to have that guy as your friend or follow him, okay? Because it is messed up out there, man. I am whole, okay? I'm intact, okay? Because I'm from Vietnam. We were born at home, kind of like you have midwife come to your home now. You born your children at home, okay? Versus most of the time, Americans or Western world, you are born and your baby's in the hospital, and what they do to the baby boys is just messed up. It's a very much just. Oh, I can't say it because I will get strike. Okay, just follow Brother K or follow Bloodstained Men, okay, and their friends. Or just follow all Intact, like Intact Michigan, Intact Minnesota, Intact Los Angeles, Intact everything, okay? Just Intact mean you stay wholesome, okay? You don't cut nothing, okay? Don't cut nothing. Stay wholesome. So that's all I have to say about this video because it is messed up out there, okay? Just like they say, taxation is theft, right? There's on YouTube. There's a reward still out there for $500,000 if you can find some law that say you need to pay taxes. You cannot, okay? But everyone must pay taxes or we end up in prison, right? Right? But if you go and find somebody say, hey, find me the law that say I have to pay taxes, there's no such law. Okay, because taxes, who taxes, and what does the money go to? U.S. Treasury, right? But there's no law. Let's say seatbelt law, right? You can cite the statute or driver license law or car registration law. The statute, everyone must have to have it, right? Or law of some medical law, something like that. Or how about say there's some state, there are some laws that you cannot collect rainwater, right? Because that's illegal. They need the rainwater to fall on the ground and seep into the ground. But if you collect rainwater, you get fined and messy thing. Okay, but there are laws. But certain things were not law. Okay, you cannot find it. Like one of them is tax. You cannot find any law that say you must pay tax. 15%, 29%, 33%. You can't find that. Okay. Also, people keep saying the mask mandate. It's a law. Like when I was obeying and I was how to say complying with the mandate and everything when I drive. When I was flying and the flight attendant say it is a federal law. You must follow. If you don't, we kick you off the airplane and all that. There's no law. When did Congress pass a law? When did the state assembly assemble and pass a law? There's no law. It's just a requirement, right? Policy requirement per each company, but there were no laws. Okay, I'm just giving an example. That wasn't a law. Masking wasn't a law because now they don't need to repeal it. They just say, oh, the ordinance or the mandate is lifted. Now you can go mask free. 50% of the United States, all 50 states, right? All of it. There are some places like healthcare places, they still mandate you masking up. If you don't mask up, they won't service you, right? If you need medical attention, then you don't mask up to go into the facility, then they won't service you. They say, bye bye, see you. But no law, again, same thing with tax law. No law that you must pay taxes, okay? But if we don't say, hey, Mr. Lawyer, find me the state law that say or the federal law that I must pay taxes, and they can't find it, but then you don't pay taxes, you end up in prison, okay? They charge you with tax evasion, right? Tax avoidance is a smart thing to do, but don't do tax evasion. Tax evasion means years in prison. Tax avoidance, smart man, tax avoidance, okay? You don't need to pay taxes because you know how to tax deduct, how to expense this off, write this off, and have the government pay for it. For example, a car, right? I can buy a car under LLC and then use it for my personal use, but then it's a write off. Like any vehicle that is more than 6,000 pounds, like a big SUV that's more than, let's say, the Land Cruiser of the Toyota and Lexus Land Cruiser, right? It's more than 6,000 pounds. You buy it, 100% right tax write off, okay? That's called tax avoidance. Very smart. But if you have a regular car and then you try to write it off and you do it wrong, you're trying to avoid taxes, then you end up in prison. Anyway, I meant to stop a long time ago at 3 or 5 minutes. Now it's almost 9 minutes. Hasta la vista for now, baby.